Hey guys, welcome back to This Is Just the Beginning. I'm here today with another episode back from my place at uni in Warwick. And yeah, today is Thursday, the 2nd of March. We've done it, guys. It's now March. And that just makes me so excited just for the summer and kind of everything that is to come. So the last few days have been a bit wild. I mean, actually, no, yesterday was a wild day. As I was talking about on my last episode, my social side has come out massively. Kind of like the whole second year of uni, but especially this term, kind of since January. I did go through obviously like a breakdown, as we all do, beginning of January, and I didn't want to be social. But then at the same time, like I just didn't want to be alone, but I didn't want to do stuff, if you know what I mean. I just wanted to be around people. So that's what I did, and it did help because I always thought that working on yourself means that you have to isolate yourself quite a lot, and that is really not the kind of way you go about it. You have to learn to be okay on your own, but then push yourself to do social stuff. And if you want to hear more about that, that's what I talked about on my last episode, just about being social more. And because yesterday was wild, and the last few Wednesdays have been, as you know, if you are a uni student, things go wrong on a Wednesday night, trust me. But this week has been fun. Like yesterday, we will have like 3 days on Wednesdays, which is so good. Last year I didn't, which was really ironic because universities are supposed to keep Wednesdays mostly free for sports, etc. And I did hockey last year, and I always had seminars on I think it was a Wednesday morning until about like 1 o'clock, and I'd always miss like hockey and stuff. I'd have to miss them before hockey as well, and it was just a mess. But this year I'm free, even though I don't do hockey anymore, so it's a bit annoying. But um, but we had a free day, so we went into like a couple of us went to this Japanese store which is in Leamington, and let me tell you, like I didn't know what to expect. We just heard about it. It's called Ikagi. It's like a Japanese way of living lifestyle kind of thing. Like that's what the word means. But it's a store that does loads of really cool anime based themed Japanese stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but that was really nice, and the guy in there was so lovely. So just like a random outing, and then we went to a record store which I haven't been in ages, and they were selling all these rock vinyls for literally £1, and I should have got some for my dad, but I didn't do that. But maybe I'll get back in and see if they're still there. Like it's really nice just going around your own town and kind of just picking out, like going into places you wouldn't go into, but and find like I don't know, just like little gems in your own town. I don't know. It was just fun to do. And then my friend got her assignment results back, and she got a really really good mark. So we were like, right, let's go celebrate. It was about 2 o'clock at this point, so it was a Wednesday. We were drinking anyway last night, so we were like, right, it's 2 p.m. pint. We have to go celebrate. Let's go to the pub, and we did. And it was weird being in that pub because we always go there, but like in the day we didn't really go, obviously. But we went, and it was just full of locals. And I chose the most 14-year-old outfit to wear yesterday because I was just I don't know why I felt hungover yesterday, even though I didn't drink on Tuesday. But yeah, I was very tired, so I just put like cargos and a massive hoodie on, and I've not worn makeup in so long. Okay, and they're like, "Can I see your ID?" And they're like scratching it and really checking it out, and I'm like, "Bro, I'm 19. Like everyone here is a university town. Like, yeah." But that annoyed me. But I did look really underage yesterday, but it's fine. But we got back. We went to Halfords because my car was broken yet again. I think I, I think I explained it on my last episode, but basically, I crashed my car last year into my own gate on my drive, and there was a massive dent in it. But we're not going to talk about that because I went to go pick my mum up from her book club just down the road, and I think I was blasting JLS so loudly that I didn't hear the bang. Like I thought it was just a knock. And then I got there and she was like, "Did someone hit you today when you were out?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "Oh shit, that was me." And it was really embarrassing. And on the note of JLS, sorry to sidetracking, I just bought JLS tickets because they're back on tour. Like, if you don't know who JLS are, you did not have a childhood. They were my childhood band. And when I say childhood, I literally mean like 10 years old. And then I think it was 10 when they like what's the word? They um what's the opposite of unite? They broke up. The band broke up, and um I was really sad about it. And then last year they did like a back together tour, and then they're doing another one this year. So I'm very excited. But it does mean I have to fly back from my year abroad, which is Berlin, to fly back there in October to come see them in Birmingham. But I will do that, and I have spent a lot of money on those tickets, and I got two. I don't know who's going to go with me yet, but we're going to wait until like the day before to see who's around and be like, "Do you want to come see them with me? I've got your ticket." But yeah, I'm really excited for that. But yeah, so I crashed my car, and then what else did I do? I pulled the fuel cap off. But these two things my dad has fixed. The fuel cap, not yet, but we've ordered a new one because for some reason you can't find like it's specifically for mini cars. Like, I've just got the mini one, and you can't find like the fuel caps anywhere. I don't know. It was really confusing, but we found one. It's coming from China, so it's taken a while to get here, but that's going to be fixed soon. And then I was with my boyfriend at his house, and my number plate was pulled off, my rear number plate, which wasn't fun because then I had to stick it on my window while I drove home for my dad to fix it. And yeah, it was it was a very weird day that day, but my dad fixed that, just stuck it back on for me, screwed it back on because it wasn't screwed on for some reason. That's fixed. But then I was driving here back to uni on Sunday, and then my engine oil light came on, and I was like, "Fuck! I've never done that before. I've never touched my car." So I texted my friend like, "Can you drive me?" This was yesterday. I was like, "Can you drive me to go get some engine oil?" So that's what we did yesterday as well. Fix my car. It took us so long to like open the fuel cap. We were there for 20 minutes trying to open it because not the fuel cap, the engine oil thing. And it took us forever to work out how to open the bonnet because I wasn't pulling the lever hard enough. But then eventually 20 minutes later, after phone calls to my dad, a bit aggressive, being like, "I don't know how to do this because my car doesn't have a dipstick on it," which is really odd. So I just kind of poured some oil in and hope for the best. And I'm going to drive to my boyfriend's later today, so let's just hope I don't break down and my car blows up. But yeah, and then we went to yesterday. We then finished the little outing with compulsory Mackies before Circle, and then we got back at 5. We drank a lot, preed for Circle, which is not a good idea, but we know how to club now. We do it well. Got to Circle, and it was just such a funny night. Like the social was with Taylor Swift Society because I'm running to be part of the exec. Like, you know how societies have exec who like run the thing, like president, and I'm running for the head of publicity because it makes sense because I've got my social media, etc. So I was like, I kind of have to go to the circle, and then we left and joined randomly another circle. I think it was swimming. But yeah, it was a messy night, I'll tell you that. And then that is why I'm doing an episode today, because there is no way I'm going to go onto campus today. And one of my classes was thankfully cancelled, and my other one is on in 20 minutes, and obviously I'm not going. So, but yeah, that's why I'm doing an episode today, because it's kind of the only thing I can do. Like it's currently like nearly 1 o'clock, and I've spent the day. I got up at 9, which was decent, and I missed the pre-sale like at 9, but I went on at like 1:15, and I got them. But the seats are really bad, to be honest. They're like right at the back, but I could wait till like general sale tomorrow to get better seats, but I didn't want to risk my chances, so I just got them. And I had some food. Felt a bit ill, but I'm feeling better now. Like, I've just finally managed to make myself a coffee, because when I'm hungover, coffee is just not it. But yeah, that's what my episode is kind of about today. I kind of want to just talk about being hungover and anxiety, especially anxiety. I have mentioned this before, especially on my blog. Um, and I feel like it's something we all deal with, because especially if you're a uni student, you tend to go out a lot. Like last year I didn't really go out, but the first term I went out a lot because I thought I had to try and like fit in, and that was when I just wasn't okay anyway, so it just made everything 10 times worse. And I hated being hungover because that meant I couldn't do exercise and wanted carbs, and obviously I didn't want to do those things. But for some reason, like during Freshers Week, I'd get up at like 7 a.m. I'd go to sleep at like 3 or 4, wake up at 7. I don't know how I wasn't that hungover, because I did used to drink quite a lot. because you just compete in drinking games to drink the most. And I don't know how I was never that hungover, because I'd go for a run, and a run does sort you out, okay? Just run away the sick feeling. But I've learnt now when I'm hungover, I just do nothing, because even if I miss seminars, I just need a day to kind of reevaluate. But I know if I do stuff, I feel better, but I don't do that now. But I used to be so bad when I was hungover. Like, the anxiety for me, it wasn't like, oh, I did something stupid, or the thing that most people deal with. For me, it was always like, oh my god, I drank so much last night, I had loads of junk food, all of that. And I'm not going to get into that, because we all know where I stand on that. And yeah, it's always just kind of a big meltdown the next day. And also, I was speaking to my mum about this all the time. Like, I tend to get the most anxiety like the day after I've been hungover, because I'm like, oh my god, yesterday I did nothing. A bit like, oh, I didn't go to the gym, but like mostly that, oh, yesterday wasn't a productive day. Oh my god, I feel so bad. It usually comes the day after that. But I have learned to kind of just push that away and just say, no, it's okay. Like, it's okay to have hangover days. Like, I'm 19 years old. I can drink like every day if I want to. And that's what I've been doing recently. And it's great. Um, but I do need a break. But I'm going to stay with my boyfriend for a few days, so that will not be a break. So yeah. But it's weird, because I haven't been craving alone time for the first time in ages. Like, I just want to be around people all the time, not to like suppress my emotions, but literally I just want to be with people. Like, I haven't craved like a self-care day, self-care night. And I talked about this in my last episode as well, but it's really weird. Like, I still have not had like a day to myself, night to myself in so long. So I'm loving it right now. But I woke up this morning, and I did feel like whenever I'm hungover, I'm really bloated and I feel disgusting, even after a shower, even after skincare. You know what I mean? I just feel gross. And usually, like, a workout does help me with that, or like doing some yoga and stretching. Today, I've not done those things, but usually it does help, because it does like stretch you out. I don't know. But what I've also learned is that when you go out, you are moving constantly. Like, if you're clubbing, you're burning, I don't know how many calories without me mentioning calories. But so, like, whenever I used to feel bad for going out and drinking, I'm like, yeah, but like, that's why your body hurts, because you were dancing all night. So therefore, the next day you can do nothing. I mean, you can do nothing anyway, but you know what I mean? It just reinforces that your body needs a rest, because you were dancing for like 4 hours yesterday. So that is my new kind of like, not terminology, but that's my thought processes at the moment. But this morning, like, I have not felt this bad in a while. Like, I just wanted to sleep, and I woke up still drunk. Like, I think I'm still a bit drunk, so I'm gonna listen to this back and edit it and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I think I was drunk when I woke up, and I phoned my sister as soon as I woke up to give her a debrief. And she was like, go eat something, you are drunk. And I was like, I know. But yeah, yeah, it's been a funny day, I'll tell you that. And I'm just kind of counting down the hours till I can go see my boyfriend. But I obviously need to be less hungover to drive an hour, so I need to get some bits on the way as well. So I need to be okay for that. But for dealing with anxiety, I feel like the kind of best way to go about it is just be really like kind and gentle to yourself, especially if you're just in like trying to learn to be less anxious the next day. Because I did a blog post a couple days ago about anxiety, and I feel like the best way to deal with any form of anxiety is to just be kind to yourself and be like, okay, I'm feeling anxious, that's okay, it will pass. Even if you're anxious like the whole day, it will pass. And just not like cancel plans, unless you like social plans, I get that, but not like cancel your day and just stay in bed all day. I don't mean that, but just think about the things that will serve you. Like, for me, I get anxious about going to campus, but sometimes I push myself to do it, because I go, you will feel better afterwards. Even if you feel still anxious afterwards, like, you will still feel good because you did it and you beat that anxiety. And most of the time I just say, okay, I'm anxious, I'm not going to go. But then I get anxious about missing lectures and stuff. But that's okay. Like, if you miss classes, it doesn't matter. If you miss things, it doesn't matter. Like, you'll go next time. I mean, I never do, but I hope you do. And like anxiety is the worst form of anxiety in my opinion, or it is for me, because so many things come up like, oh my god, I did this last night, I kissed that guy. Obviously I'm in a relationship, so that thought doesn't come up, but you know what I mean, and all those little things you did and you're like, fuck. And for me at the moment it's money as well. Being a student, like I spend a lot on a night out and I'm like, I can't do that, and I've been doing it a lot recently and I just can't do it anymore. But like when I'm hungover, now I love being hungover because it is an excuse for me to do a nothing day, and I love those days. As much as I love being productive, at the moment I am just really finding myself loving doing nothing and skipping the gym because I'm hungover and I can. And you can skip the gym any day you don't want to go. You can miss it for 2 weeks or whatever. Like there's no, you have to go to the gym on this day. No, and it's not like tomorrow I have to go to the gym. I mean, I can't. I'll be with my boyfriend, so that also was going through my brain. Like, Ellie, you need to get up and do like a workout because tomorrow you can't. And I'm like, and it doesn't matter. Like, I do kind of want to get my body to a certain shape again, but at the same time, I'm not, because I am living my life. And if that means not going to the gym or whatever, that's fine by me, because gym comes second in everything now. So it's not my priority anymore. I know that it does make me feel better after I've done a workout, but at the moment I'm not. um, but yeah, like I just feel like everyone deals with anxiety differently, and a lot of people just curl up in a ball all day, or that's just because they're really, really feeling ill. But I felt ill this morning. I got up and like I don't feel the best right now, but I'm just gonna take today easy and then get ready to do it all again tonight. Um, yeah, that's not gonna be fun, but it's okay. But I know that I was gonna feel bad because we came back. It wasn't even late. We literally left at midnight. It wasn't. It was like 23:59. It wasn't even midnight, but it felt like we were there for absolutely ages. And we just got a bus, and we are like, "Wait, it's only 12 o'clock," and it was just so weird. But we got back. We had our favorite bagel, cheese, chili jam extravaganza. I love doing that with Zoe. Like we just come back and just eat bagels. It's great. Or any point in the day, we just eat bagel moment, and it's great. And do I feel bad? No, I don't feel bad because I was drunk. And I need junk food because that always makes me feel better in the morning. But I just, like last night, I just ate and was watching an episode of our new favorite TV show, Carnival Row, which I did watch years ago, but like the second season has just been released, so we're rewatching it, and it's so good. But we was watching like the second episode last night, and I was like, was trying to stay awake, and I was just there like laughing to myself like, you need to go to bed. But I was like, watch this and then go to bed. I had some water but not enough. That was my big mistake last night, and I just passed out. Like quite a lot of the time when I'm drunk and I go to bed, I go on TikTok for a bit, and that's what I didn't do, and I should have done that because that usually like calms me down a bit. But I just passed out, and I've not done that in ages. And I woke up to all my alarms, and I was like, oh, where am I? What the fuck? But it was fine. I'm yet to have a debrief with my friends, and we're about to do that after I've done this episode, so that will be very fun. But I didn't feel guilty this morning, and guilt is something that I've learned to push away. Like I just tell myself, like, you ate it or you did that, like so what? It's done with. And I feel like a lot of people do struggle with it in whatever form, like guilt for eating a certain thing or not eating a certain thing, or not working out, or not going to work, not going to your lecture, cancelling on a friend. Like we feel guilt in so many different ways so much of the time. And for me it's kind of like I just tell myself, no, whatever happened is done, it's a new day, start fresh. And don't get hung up about things you did yesterday because it doesn't matter. Like, especially with food, if you ate a lot yesterday, or like ate a lot of the bad stuff, I'll put in inverted commas because there are no bad foods. Um, that was yesterday. You're not going to gain weight from that overnight, okay? And for me, that was a huge thing to learn. Like when I was going through everything, on a weekend, I'd let myself have ice cream. Like, that was a rule. I was like, okay, Friday night you can have a bowl of ice cream, and then I'd feel guilty straight afterwards, and I'd be like, no, you ate it, you wanted it, okay. But then at the time, obviously, I didn't know how to tell myself good things. Like I didn't have this relationship I do now with myself, so the guilt was just pushing through. And again, I will tell you time and time again that the best thing you can do for yourself is to heal yourself, and it takes time. But the best way to go about it is just build the relationship back up with yourself. And that for me started with journaling and yeah, a lot of alone time. But we're here now and it's good. But I don't know if everyone deals with anxiety. I love that word as well, but I don't deal with it as much, but sometimes I do, and I just think, oh my god, I've got to do stuff today, and then I can't, and then I get really worked up about it. But now I just love just doing nothing, and it's great. And even if, like, usually at the end of the day, I'm like, I've done nothing today, I need to move, I need to go on a walk, I need to do something, but then I don't, and that's fine. Like, it does not matter if you do nothing in a day because there's other days. There's 365 days in a year. It does not matter. Okay. Yeah, you got that. But yeah, I don't really know what this episode has been. It's a really short episode as well. But I just wanted to get some thoughts out there about being hungover. Like, if you're hungover, it means you had a good night. Well, to me, as long as I had a good night, I feel okay. If the night was really bad, something happened, there was an argument, it was like something occurred that was not good. You know what I mean? Like if it was a bad night, the next day. I mean, I haven't had one of those in a very very long time, so maybe that's why I don't feel like as bad the next day because I'm like, I had a great night, I made memories, it's great. Because my camera roll at the moment is filled with pictures of me and Zoe on our nights out, and it's just, I love looking at those, and I'm gonna get them printed and put them on my wall because I've taken all my photos down because I had a breakdown, so I need to redecorate, so I need to get some more photos. um but yeah, this weekend is going to be good. It's going to be a bit more drinking as well, more money down the drain, but it's fine because I'm making memories and I can make the money back. You can't make the memories back. That's what I've learned. So if you're feeling guilty for a night out, don't, because you made memories, good or bad. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to look back on that night and go, that was a good night. And that's what I've been doing recently. So yesterday I was so like nervous for the night out because we've just had really good ones recently. I'm like, I don't want it to be bad, but we made it good. Like, this is why, okay, kind of changing the subject, but I love clubbing whilst being in a relationship because I mean I think it is also the fact that I've like recovered as well because I used to go clubbing and just feel like this major guilt the whole time, and like I want to go to bed, I don't want to be here, I need to get up and go to the gym tomorrow. That was what was going through my head when I did go clubbing, but now I'm just a vibe. I'm telling you that now because I don't care how I look, I don't care what I say, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not out to impress anyone. So yesterday, for example, the theme was like sports. So I was gonna go in my hockey kit and be really cute, wear my little score because I've not worn it in ages, you know, look cute. But then I was like, no, one, it's cold, and two, you want to be comfy. And I bloody love my Canterbury tracksuits. So I put them on with my hockey top, and I was so comfortable and so warm all night. And it was great. And I did not care how I looked. I go most of the time, hair not washed, barely any makeup on, because I want to be there for the vibe. I want to be there for a good night. I don't care who's there. Um, like I saw one of my exes in the club like not long ago, and I was like, I should feel bad. Like I don't know, I should feel like scared or you know what I mean, like really uncomfortable. But I didn't because I was like, it doesn't matter who's there. Like I'm there to have a good time in my own space, and that's what I do. And you make so many good friends on a night out now. I love waking up the next day and just seeing so many added people, and you're like, who the fuck is that? Like on your Snapchat, it's so funny. Or someone texting you, go like, where did you go? Because like you ran off from them. I don't know, but I just love being in a relationship and going to a club because I just don't care how I look like. It's great. And like again, since having recovered, I love. I mean, I hate the term recovery for eating disorders because you never truly recover. But I'm in such a good place right now, so that means I can enjoy myself, and God, I am. And trust me, the clubbing classes go on. Okay, I fucking love those glasses. Although someone stole them last night, and I'm really salty about it. So I'm gonna have to buy new ones because they are my favorite ever. They're like visors. They're so cool. But I'll have to buy new ones. And the glasses are on. The vape is in the hand. I know, I'm sorry, I vape, and it's not a good thing. I'm not proud of it, but I do, and I will quit soon because obviously it's not good for me. But I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm having a night out. That's in my hand, and then drink in another hand, bum bag round the shoulders or waist or however you want to call it. And yeah, phone is away. I never answer my phone on a night out, unless we're in the toilet and I'm taking photos, but that's it. But yeah, that is my night out, and we just vibe, and it's great. And like, I cannot explain to you enough like how vibey it is, and we just make everyone be like, oh my god, you're such a vibe with your glasses, and like, you have a good time, and we do. And that's because I no longer feel guilty for a night out. See, everything works out. Anxiety, yeah, I still deal with. Being hungover, obviously, I still deal with, and I've still not cracked it. Like, food and water before bed always helps. As soon as you wake up, paracetamol, chug some water. I tend to be okay. I tend to be functional. Like right now, I could have gone to that seminar, but it was only one hour seminar. I don't want to go onto campus for that, so I did not do that. But I've got like 4 hours now just to go watch Netflix, and then head over to Loughborough later, and it's going to be a great few days. I can feel it. Even though I'm missing my lecture again tomorrow, and I've not gone to any Friday lectures this term. No, that's a lie. I've been to one, and my tutor keeps emailing me like, "You've got to come to them because the stuff is really hard." And I'm like, "I know it's hard. I've been doing the like lecture notes from home, and it's really difficult. But you know, maybe I'll set up a meeting with her and go over it, and she'll roast me for not going. But it's fine. I don't go because I'm enjoying myself elsewhere. So, but yeah, I hope you kind of enjoyed this kind of debrief episode with you about my night out. But just start enjoying your life again, because as soon as you start just enjoying every day, well, not even every day, just the little bits, the little moments, especially if you're at uni now, like, enjoy it while it lasts, because I don't even want to think about next year where I'll know no one, and I've made such good friends this year, and it's going to be really sad. But I'm excited to start new again and make new friends and vibe with them. So but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please go and follow my Instagram. I've got two. I've got one for my Papato blog and one that's just Ellie Overfield. So go find them, go give me a follow, go like some posts. And I always share my night outs in reels and Instagram stories. So be sure to check that out and see just how vibey we can be on a night out. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.